What? Who was even playing Rainbow Magician in TCG? What? Wait a minute. I'm getting word this is the wrong ban list. All right. Here's the real ban list react. No! What is he doing here? No! My baby boy! No! What is he doing here? Get out of there! My son! You gotta be kidding me, dude. All right, so here's let's go through everything. So Link Karibo, can't believe it. I can't believe it. I will give my thoughts through everything after reacting to each one. Barone ban. I know I should be. It's Christmas, right? It's wonderful. Rip Bozo to both Barone and Borload and Summon Limit. Like, let's get it out of the way. Let me first say, Rip Bozo, I am so glad to see these guys on here. There's a bit of a bittersweetness, just a bit. They just sold us Rarity Collection. They just sold us Rarity Collection only months ago. About 6-ish months ago. And it sucks to finally own a Baron and then get it banned. So, fine. You know what? I'll take it. Whatever. For the health of the game, honestly, I'm tired. I'm sick of this dude. I'm throwing a dart and I'm sick of this guy. Half a year ago, don't act like it wasn't like the best set ever, okay? Relax. Don't act, oh, it was half a year ago. It's 6 months with a set before they one of the most recent reprints of Barone and of all three of these cards, and then banned. Like, that was like one of the biggest reasons. Barone was like $50 before Rarity Collection. So don't act like we only got 6 months of her at $1. Come on. She was 100 actually. I'm sorry. Dyer's right. It was $100. So don't act like it doesn't suck to finally own a Baron after not being able to afford it and then it getting banned. Come on. All right. Borload Savage Dragon, been around for a while, not super expensive card. So glad to see this guy gone. Get this guy out of here. Even longer than Baron. This guy was Baron, the first Baron. Summon Limit. Summon Limit gone, baby. So glad to see this card gone. Summon Limit has been a travesty of a floodgate for cards and decks everywhere. So happy to see this card in the dumpster, bro. Get that card in the trash can. It's horrible design. No one likes floodgates. One of the worst feelings of playing ever. Pretty much playing non-games. You flip a card and say, no more playing. Neither of us are going to play the game. We're just going to sit here and stare at each other. It's just a gameplay design that I think is inherently bad to Yu-Gi-Oh! Inherently bad to the game, and has been a long time coming. Fantastic stuff. I'm sad to see not kind of like, I know the Link Karibo hit is a Snake Eyes hit, essentially. This is them saying we're banning Snake Eyes, but we're not, right? It's kind of sad not to see a single card hit from Snake Eyes. So let's check limited. Let's check the limited list. So those are my thoughts for Link Karibo. Sad to see it go. It makes sense, but it feels dumb. It feels like a joke, honestly. It feels like that Link Karibo was hit for Snake Eyes' sins. This feels like a very Hulk hit. The way they hit all the tuners for Hulk. Instead of just banning Hulk, they banned like Jad and all those, and instead of hitting the problem card, they hit all the other cards. And this is exactly what they're doing with Snake Eyes. It feels like they're hitting Link Karibo because it's good with Snake Eyes. Not Link Karibo has always felt like a cool, interesting, fair card that like has always felt like fun and interesting. It's like it's a battle trick. It's like a Link material. It never felt super insane, but it was really good. In Snake Eyes, it feels like they're doing this just to placate the meta, and I don't even think it's a decent hint against Snake Eyes. I don't know well enough of the meta, but it seems to me that I feel like Snake Eyes will be probably fine without Link Karibo. There might be a few more choke points it might get. They might be a little more vulnerable to, but I feel like the deck is still very vulnerable to, or is still very, very, very powerful. So let's Barone. Glad it's gone. Barone has been a stain on the universe forever. It's been the Omni Negate, just the Omni Negate. It tags out, it pops cards, it Omni Negates. It's a kind of soft Omni where, like, if you put 2 Barones, they both can Omni. I believe it's like once while this face-up card is on the field. Weird. It like niche scenario regardless. It's a pretty much once per turn, but horrible. And so glad to see Summon Limit in the dumpster. Kieran's back. The dragon. Every single person was like, Colossus is never coming back. And there he is. That's my Thunder Dragon, baby. Walking Mistake is back. The walkable mistake. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Let's go through each one. Protoss. What? Are you serious? Protoss is back? Oh, I'm sorry. I love Sword Soul. Why? Like, this card is a tragedy. Like, what? You just go Protoss? Like, and do whatever? You can even, like, maybe summon Longyan or some kind of fire synchro, call fire and say, I did it. I beat it by not summoning a fire monster. Good job. Good luck. Like, oh yeah. There's the link to they have so many options. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. Why? Like, Protoss called Dark is already incredibly powerful. It is the reason Sword Soul is still good in Master Duel. Protoss called Dark still is good today. Like, that is like one of the main reasons you can still play Sword Soul in Master Duel. Like, and Sword Soul's still not bad in TCG. Just like now it's like, oh, I don't know. I think it's a design decision that I think I find very boring because it's Floodgate Turbo. There's no real thought to it. It's just you know, very hard card to out with you know, indestructible, pretty much floodgates your opponent. Searchable with a Sword Soul spell. It's frustrating. But there is no Baron in Sword Soul anymore. So we're gonna have to rely on Qixing lines. So weird trade-off. So maybe they feel like it's okay with Protoss. That, like, if Sword Soul doesn't have an Omni on 5, Nibiru kind of rocks Sword Soul, right? Like, you get to just, like, wait until they commit, and there's no good 8, right? You can't make, like, there's no negate 8 that we can make anymore. I can't even think of anything we can do on, like, 5. I guess, like, you have to commit to, like, a Chao Feng line, and that line's not, like, super consistent. I should know. Like, you don't draw that line every single time. You have to draw exclusively, like, Ashina and, like, something else, I believe. So you have to start, like, Ashina, link off, and then summon, like, Vish or Adhara. So it has to be, like, 2 Tenyis. That does prevent against Nib, but it's, like, a very specific hand. Most of the time, your hand is, like, you know, Moye and maybe, like, something else, like a spell or, like, a Tenyi, and that's not enough, right? Usually you have to go, like, Qixao and then, like, find a guy to keep going. So it's tough. I don't... It's going to be... The deck will now kind of, like, hard loose in Nibiru, at least preliminary thoughts. I don't know how it actually might pan out. Maybe we'll cook, whatever. Title, sure. Glad to have the title back. All the Dragon Rulers can come off. Was title banned before, I assume, and now changed to limited? Fine, completely fine. Great. Doesn't matter. Glad to see him. Great. Put all the Dragon Rulers back. They don't matter. Completely non-starters in the metagame. They've been power crept to poop. So, you know. But big water win for my chatter Tin Prince. Kieran's great. Good card. Honestly, completely fine. I think this card is completely fine. I'll read the effect here. During either player's turn, you can target a pendulum monster in your monster zone and a monster your opponent controls, return them to the hands. Great compulse. Pendulum's really good at spinning their wheels a million times. Kieran can completely be back, do nothing. It will do absolutely nothing. Pend Penn's answer was never Kieran. And Penn's answer will never be Kieran or something like it. It needs something else. I don't know what. I'm not a game designer, but it's definitely not Kieran. Kieran's definitely way weaker than it was when it was first released. But hey, happy for the Penn players. Excited to see Kieran back, and it deserves to be back, especially with all the Kieran support too. So it's nice to see him back. Then we have Chicken Game. I played a lot of Master Duel recently, and for the better half of my stream life, so I'm fine. Chicken Game's fine. Completely fine with Chicken Game. I don't care. Completely fine. There's a ton of FTK decks you can make in TCG as well that like utilize cards like Chicken Game, similar to Chicken Game. Chicken Game is a fine card. Completely fine. Anti-Spell Fragrance Limited. Huge. 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 Obviously, I want this card banned. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me twisted. I want this card gone. I want that card should be banned. I will take the small W where I see them, and excuse me, a 1 of is better than a 3 of in a sideboard. So glad we will see it way less spell fragrance. Obviously, I think you still play it. If you just hard draw it, it still wins you the game, kind of. But I'm glad to see only 1. And I'd like to see it banned, obviously. We'd love to see this guy yeeted out of here. But I'll take the small W. Very, very small one. Would be a big W if he was banned. Small W because it's limited. I'll take it. Okay, that's the limited list. I smell still no Snake Eyes hits, no Diabell hits, no nothing hits, nothing of the current stuff that's been released. I guess I didn't really expect it. I don't know. I feel like it's been a tear since it came out. I feel like it deserved something, but it's a new product. I guess they're still trying to sell it. A man can dream, right? All right, semi-limited Armageddon Night, Delicious Memory. Sure. Oh my God, the King, he's back. I never thought they would do this. I thought Mally was just forever destined to be in the semi-limit list. Like he was just stuck there. We were just like, all right, he'll just always be there for the rest of time, and he's back. Wow. Okay. Honestly, I'm completely fine with this. I think it's fine. Completely fine. I think it'll be silly and fun, and hero, yeah, good buff to heroes, good buff to non-heroes. Absolutely fine. I can't wait to open him in my starter. People might be able to cook and go for it. I bet there might be an insane deck with 3 Mally. I just don't think it's like that viable anymore. I think this is correct. I think you could have Mally at 4 and it'd be like fine. But and this is effectively Mally at 4 because of Denier. So it'll be fun. I think it'll see someone might break it. Who knows? He might be broken, but I have my doubts. I'm a little iffy on it. I don't think it'll be that. I think it'll be completely fine. But if he's broken, then say la vie. I mean, don't do that. Put him back. But I think it'll be okay. Harp is back. Colossus back. And I'm looking ahead. Engage. They want Toss format back. A fire deck. Thunder Dragon. Sky Striker. We're back. Toss is so back. Toss format is so back. Toss format is so back. The children yearn for Toss format. They truly yearn for it. Yes, Salad at full power too. Yeah, Salad at full power alongside Thunder Dragon full power and Sky Striker kind of at full power as well. The problem is, I think none of those decks compete with Snake Eyes, but Colossus. Walking with Stake, I don't know, it's gonna be tough. We'll see. I think it'll be Colossus will be fun. Colossus will be a fun time. Fun in quotes. Some fun for some, not fun for others. So wow, I am so glad. I think I bought a copy of Colossus. I'm very glad I did. Terratop Unlimited, that's fine. Completely fine with that. Normal, completely a-okay. Glad to see it. Completely fine. Terratop and Takaton Borg are completely fine. Cards that could be at 3 today will do nothing besides make some Speedroid players happy and some level 3 players happy as well, which is great. I mean, happy to see those people be happy about their cards coming back. I think in terms of shaking up the meta, I don't think it's that crazy, but maybe someone will cook again. A lot of these I come off the basis of just kind of like my quick basic knowledge on intuition and like my previous experience. So, you know, take everything with a grain of salt. I might be wrong on a lot of this, but I think this is just like general kind of feeling. I think most of you would like maybe agree with me, maybe not. Let me know, you know, in chat and in the comments. Engage to 3 as well. We've played with Sky Striker kind of at full power at Master Duel. I enjoy using Master Duel kind of as a basis. I know it has Max C, but it's nice to use it as kind of like a power level indicator. And if Snake Eyes is kind of dominating the Master Duel meta ranked ladder in terms of like win rates and things like that, it makes sense that like none of these decks will like kind of be able to perform at the level that Snake Eyes does compared to, you know, like Sky Striker and stuff. They might eke wins due to their consistency and their like kind of raw power that they now have, but I don't think it will shake up the meta and kind of any crazy stuff. So that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Yeah, thanks. Bye. Goodbye.